Hey friends, I've been thinking a lot about how helpful it is to get outside and wanted to tell you a story about that. How I know it works for me, and I know 100% that getting outside when you're in a stressful place, you're stuck, it is 100% helpful. So, the story I want to tell you is for many years, I was an academic advisor at a large university for many, many years. And my office was right off of the lobby of the building where I worked. So a lot of students would be in the area socializing, studying, resting, eating, hanging out. Right outside my office, I had there were some couches and tables, and it wasn't my area per se, but I used to joke and call it my living room. And when students scheduled an appointment, I said, if I'm with someone when you get here, just hang out in my living room, I'll be right out. And that was really fun. And it wasn't always my students, my advisees, my clients that I worked with. Every once in a while, I'd look out and I'd see a student who I didn't know, or maybe I did know, and you could just tell, I could tell that they were not having the greatest of days. Something was going on, body language, or sometimes crying, sometimes just the look when someone's having a bad day. Heavy heart, heavy shoulders, tense. And so I'm not one to see that kind of pain in someone and be able to walk right by. So I would always kind of tap them on the shoulder, get their make eye contact, and just say, "You doing okay? You need anything?" And sometimes they'd say, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just need a minute." And "Okay, I'm here if you need me." And sometimes they'd say they would share, immediately what was going on that day, and maybe they had gotten some bad news about a family member or a friend, or maybe they were just exhausted by the stress and the strain of being a college student. It really is. Don't underestimate how heavy it is, and also how fun it is to learn all the things that you choose to learn, that you're there to learn how to learn. Anyway, life gets in the way sometimes, and it can feel hard to kind of flip the switch or interrupt those thoughts and feelings when you get stuck like that. So back to the story. So I'll give you a couple of examples of a time when a student, shared, I just took an exam and I know I failed it. I just know I failed it. And you can tell they're just feeling awful about that. And I would say, well, maybe you did. Maybe you did way better than you think you did too. You don't know yet. And really, I don't want to minimize it, but it's an exam. It's one exam. And failing one exam or one class or losing a game does not make a person a failure or a loser or never able to learn the material. Because it goes into that, if I fail this test, I'm going to fail the class, I'm going to fail out of college, and I'm never going to get my degree, and my life is over. So it's a perfect example of how we go straight to, and our brains work this way. It's okay, don't beat yourself up. It goes to this catastrophic thinking, worst case scenario, where in this particular situation, the student has no idea if they actually failed the exam, and even if they did, it's just an exam. Not minimizing it, I know it's important, but also it's something that we can move on from. All right, so one thing that I would say to students when they were in that headspace and in my living room space is, man, I know that feeling. It hurts, and I know, maybe you're feeling this, that, or the other. I have an idea for you. Why don't you right now just get up, walk outside, do a loop around this building, a loop around the quad, down the steps, to wherever, another building. Come on back. It can be short. I'll stay here with your stuff, and I'm telling you 100% it will help. So more and more I started doing this, and I'm telling you, every single time the student would come back and have a completely different demeanor, energy, body language, just that short, and I'm telling you, like a minute, just a quick outside loop, made the difference in their minds and bodies, because it interrupted that catastrophic thinking, that being in that moment. And so we can break that, and it doesn't mean that that thing isn't still there. It just gives us the space to then choose, okay, you know what, I'm going to go have dinner with my friends, I'm going to go read a good book, I'm going to take a little break, I'm going to take a longer walk. And it interrupts the train of thought so that you can come back later when the exam comes back. Then you know what you need to study. You know what you need to work on. Maybe it's not the class for you. Maybe this is a turning point decision. The other thing I would say to students is you can always come back. Here's how to schedule an appointment with me. You can always come back and talk more about it. Give me an update. Let me know. Did you actually fail the exam? And a lot of times they didn't. It's so stressful. It's so heavy. And it's okay. So getting outside, quick walk. And as you can see, I'm outside at my home. And there's my favorite sun decoration over me looking down. It's a sunny day. It's chilly. I'm in Rochester. It's like 40 degrees right now, but to me, when the sun is out, that feels so nice. The other quick trick I'm going to show you, and this is something my mom would always say when I was like upset and just couldn't even find the words to talk about something, is have a drink of water. That nourishes us, gives us some hydration, and another way to quickly break what we're on that train of thoughts and feelings. Just a little trick to break it, and then decide where you want to go with it. And you can see I love stickers, and have some Jersey Shore. Yes, I'm from New Jersey originally, no jokes. And I'm here in Rochester. Namaste, Mindful Matter stickers. And if you throw me a private message and you're comfortable sending me your address, I'll put a sticker in the mail for you. All right, take care. Go for a walk. Have a drink of water. Peace.